Happy 2020 to all of us. It's almost over, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to end this year and I'm just going to chit chat with you a little bit and just give you a few tips to get into the next year and start it with a bang and end it with a bang. Okay, so I think I just want to discuss a few things that I have done this year to make this one of the best I have lived on planet Earth in this physical human body named as Ankita and stuff. So I'm going to begin with number one, and that has to be, I don't know how I decided that I'm going to do my YouTube channel, but I did it, and I'm so grateful because we do a lot of consults, okay? And we have a questionnaire where people do tell us where they have, got to know about me, and we see a lot of people who have come from Quora, from Instagram, and equally a lot of people who come from YouTube. So I do know that the word is going out, and I'm actually able to reach out to people, and I'm actually able to convince them that how much, nutrition is about intuitive eating and dieting, and how much of an important role your mental health plays, and how much of it is related with the food that you eat and your gut health. So the one of the finest has to be YouTube. I still cannot remember why I did it, why I wanted to do it, and I still do not have any, ambition or goal when it comes to YouTube. And it's not like I know what exactly I want to do with my channel, but it's just like, I just like to come here, I just like to talk with you, and I like to read your comments, and I just like to know that okay, someone is out there who is getting some sort of help out of this, and I'm going to do it. So that has to be one of the finest decisions. Another one has to be just being so open to learn, and being so open and accepting and forgiving towards myself when I'm wrong. Okay, so when it comes to nutrition, if it comes to some sort of mistakes or something, I have just become this person where I'll not just sit and defend myself and find reasons to justify why I did what I did. If I am wrong and if I know it, I will just come out and just openly, honestly, brutally just accept that hey, you know what, it's my mistake, I'm wrong, and this is how I plan on making it better. So it just takes away a lot of stress from myself of being perfect, because I know I cannot be. I am also reading the same things, I'm also talking to same people, and I also have the access to the same information that a lot of people have, and I'm a human being at the end of the day, right? So we are prone to make mistakes, but at the same time we learn from our mistakes as well. So that's just one thing that I've really changed in the past 1 year, and it really helps me have my sanity that it's okay, Ankita, you made a mistake, just let it go. It's okay, you ate a piece of cake, just let it go. Okay, you're not a robot, you are a human being. You are like that ocean, and it has its rise and fall, and it's completely okay. Cut yourself some slack, forgive yourself, and move on. So just taking it easy, basically. Another one has to be being single. So when a lot of people might not know this, but I was dating for almost 8 years for two different, like, no, two relationships, 4 years, one each, not four different relationships. And I have always been, been with someone. So it's like I always have someone to talk to, someone to be with, someone to go out with, and all of that cute stuff couples do. So I've always been that, and then suddenly coming to a place where I am just by myself. I had a few couple of good friends. We, some parted their own ways, and some people left the country. So things happen, and that's the time when I got into my consultations, I got into what I do now. I stopped modeling, and then I've been on my own, I've been single, and it has taught me so much. So what 8 years taught me about love and relationships is equal to what 2020 taught me when it comes to being single, and how to stand up for myself, how to be there for myself, how to take myself out on a date, how to get myself a cup of coffee and not be dependent on my man to do it for me. And just a few basics where you're having a bad day and you have someone to talk to. Then one day suddenly that someone is not there, and now you're on your own, and you don't know what to do and where to go and who to speak with. But that is when I found journaling and meditation and visualization. So it has just been very empowering, just knowing that hey, you've got you. And there is this internal dialogue that is going on inside of you, where you're constantly talking to your own self. So there is not just you, there is also someone inside of you who you constantly hear. So you're not really exactly always alone or lonely, and these are two very different things. These are two very different vibrations. So I'm not alone, I'm not lonely. I always say, I am with myself. So I am with myself. So how can I ever be alone? I'm just very happy to be where I am and with myself. I never thought, so a lot of people look at me and they're like, okay, how did you reach here? I just don't know. I just started being with myself. I started sitting with myself. I started apologizing to myself. I started forgiving myself. I started loving myself, loving the body, loving my flaws, loving what's wrong, and just knowing that, okay, if something is wrong and if there is a way to make it right, just do your best and make it right. That's all. So just, basically just chill and take it simple, keep it simple. Take things in a much more simpler way. So that's something that I did. I also got very deeply into meditation. I got very deeply into yoga. I got very deeply into just, manifesting and visualizing and reading about things and just knowing the power of your mind and just knowing that it is possible. There are so many people in the world who do it. So why not me? Why not you? Who says you and I cannot be successful together? There is, we live in an abundant universe. There is no space for lack and jealousy and insecurity and hating someone and being angry at someone and bashing someone, pulling someone down. We just live in such a beautiful, abundant world, and this is something that I realized in a very hard way. So of course I'm a human being, I'm a girl, I used to have these emotions and feelings, but I know that when I am in those state and in that vibration, it does not make me feel good. It's not about what what jealousy is perceived by most people. It's about what it does to me. It's about what that anger and hatred does to my body. It does what it does to my mental health. So that's one thing that I just worked upon, and I know that we live in such a beautiful, magnificent, abundant world that there is space for everyone and there is space for everything, and we can all nail it and we can all do it. There are so many fields, there are so many people, there are so many people who need me, there are so many people who need you. So it's like when you are breathing, you never believe or think, oh, there is not going to be oxygen tomorrow, right? You don't, when you are taking a breath, you're not like, oh, I'll breathe a little less, maybe I'll have less oxygen the next minute. You're not in that vibration. So it is the same mindset with a lot of things. When you are sitting down for a competitive examination, people who go for NEET and CAT and all of these things, NDA and stuff, you just have to know that anything that you desire, and if you really, really want it, you have good intention. You're not, thinking about, oh, okay, I want to pull that person down so that I look great in front of that. That should not be your intention. It's a very, it's how do you feel when you heard that statement? I want to be successful so that that person isn't successful, or I want to be successful because I want to be happy, because I like how it makes me feel, and because I love helping people, I love healing people, I love being there for them, and I just love to see the gift of health that I can give to people. That's why I want to be successful. I don't want to be better than this or this or this. Okay, so just having the clear intention day in and day out is something that really, really, really changes the game. So believe me, your mind is powerful, and most of the time it is lying to you until you rewire it to talk good things. Okay, so once you just have to let your mind be like, okay, mind, shut up. No, what you're saying is not right. No, I'm not listening to you. What you're saying is not right. No, I'm not fat enough. No, I'm not thin enough. No, I'm good. No, what are you saying? I look great. No. So, your mind will keep on saying these things to you, and this is how I talk to myself. So earlier I used to, now I'm in a place where my mind knows what and who she is, and my mind knows what it is dealing with. So it won't really, talk negatively. But this is where you reach once you just train your mind. So it's like a dog. Just train it, okay? Don't put it on a leash, but just train it so that when you command for it to sit, it sits, and when you command for it to work and create, it creates for you. So you always have to take care of that. Number 5 has to be finding pleasure in what you do and not success, and success always comes. So when I study, when I work, when I consult, my motive is not to consult 100 people in a day or 100 people even in a month. My motive is you get on a call, have fun with your patient, okay? Make them understand their body, make them love their body, put in that faith in their body, and let them know, what a magnificent body and world that they live in and how much it can change. So when I study, I can study all night, all day, because it's not work, it's my joy, it's my source of happiness. And when something makes me happy and joyful, my body wants to do more of it. And that's the reason most of your New Year's resolutions fail, because you want to do it because you see 100 other people doing it. Everyone is on a 90-day challenge or a 30-day challenge and lose 2 kgs and 5 kg. What is that? That is not the way you live your life. It's your body. It's not a challenge. It's your body, and if you want to change it, change it. If you want to do anything with it, do it. But do it for yourself. Don't do it because someone online is on a challenge and they want you to do it. So when it even comes to New Year resolutions, and I'm sure you're going to write down things and have your dreams, and I really want you to do that, but I also want you to know the intention behind doing it. So I had a lot of, not a lot of, exactly ginke, I had 5 dreams that I wanted to achieve in 2020, and I did all of it, and I did 100 times more than what I could have possibly imagined or dreamt about in last New Year's. But it was not because, oh, I want so much money or I want so much this. It was because I just want to have fun. I just want to feel good. I just like how this makes me feel. So why am I seated here, and I'm just making a video for you? Because I love to talk with you, because I love how it makes me feel, and because I know that there are going to be 10 people who are going to see this and they are going to find it helpful. So it is for you. And it's just, if I just see one comment or one message where someone tells me, oh, I had a better day because I saw it, it makes my day, and it makes my 10-15 minutes that I spend here worth it, okay? Which brings me to my 6th point, and probably the last with this one, which is going to be, don't waste your time, okay? Don't waste your time constantly scrolling, constantly waiting for him or her to text you back, constantly waiting for someone in the family to do something for you, constantly waiting for your parents to give you enough money so that you can go out and do a certain thing. I am sure there are a few, objections, there are a few limitations, and everyone is different, everyone's family is different, to each its own, but there is always, always, always something that you can do to make it better for yourself. And if it's not external, if it's not something very physical that you can touch and probably manipulate, you can always change your mind. You can always change your perception about the reality that you live in. Your mind is always under your control, and like I said a few minutes ago, you just have to tame it, you just have to treat it well, and you just have to let it know who it is dealing with. So it's really, really, really a very short life, and don't waste it waiting for another decade to be over, okay? It's here, it's now. Your life is not going to happen in 2021 Christmas. It's not going to happen in New York. It's not going to happen in London or Dubai. It's going to happen right now, and it's not going to happen. It's happening. Your life is happening to you right now. Repeat it to yourself. So if you are anxious about something, and if you're daydreaming, if you're imagining, and that makes you feel good, you should do it, okay? But if you're feeling anxious, thinking about March 2021, then don't do it, okay? Come back to reality, see the reality, look around you, stop, observe, breathe, and then proceed. So just keep yourself in a place where your body knows that anything that you want and anything that you desire, and the happiness and wealth and success and peace that you desire, it's happening right here, right now. It doesn't exist in the past, not in the future. It's here. And the more you tell yourself, the more you will be able to live in the present, the more you will be able to live in the now. This is what I learned from The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle, and it's, I think, one of the finest reads that I've read this year, and I really believe it has changed me as a person, and I strongly recommend reading this book. And another one is You Are the Placebo by Dr. Joe Dispenza. It really, 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 really works. It really works, and that's all I can tell you. And you will have to try it for yourself and see, but just know that New Year is a great time to change your life and change your mind and change your perception. Do it, but make this moment right now a new year for you, and a new you and a new mindset, and change it right here, right now. So I wish you all a very, 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 very happy 2021. Irrespective of what happened this year, we've got each other, We are here, we are okay, we are safe. Everyone is going to find healing, everyone is going to be okay. I am okay, you are okay. It's all safe, we are protected, it's good, it's fine, it's okay. Okay, so I hope you all have a wonderful year. I will be seeing you with a lot more content and hopefully more regular videos. But until then, I guess, yeah, it's beautiful, it's amazing. You can tell me what are your plans. Mine is just sleep. So I think I'm going to be in Ahmedabad, and by 9:30 I will be in bed and I'll wake up in 2021. I am not a person who would like to go out or cut cake and eat it and all of these things in the evening or night. I usually believe in celebrating the next day, and I believe in celebrating life by sleeping, because that's the reason I have my life. But yeah, so those are my plans. On the first, I'm going to be working, I'm going to be consulting, I am going to be eating and drinking and sleeping, drinking water. And yeah, that's about it. It's just basic, simple things that really makes me happy, and that is my new year. So be it 30th December or be it 1st Jan, it's just, it's just time. And my new year is happening right now. What about you? Have a great one.